Hey everyone, welcome back to our stream again. And yeah, this is a new episode of Study with Me. And so, yesterday we have learned about wait, I'll add source. Okay. Hey, hello. Alright, so, yeah. Yesterday, we've learned about the basics parts of fractions, types, which we just recalled some operations, converting mixed to improper, improper to mixed, solving some things, and decimal to fraction, fraction to decimal. Already did it yesterday. So for today, I will do my performance task in basic calculus. So as a grade 11 student, we have a performance task concerning about the basic calculus and its real life application. And so I am trying to use the limit for constructing a building. So the task that the teacher gave us was to kind of make a real life application of basic calculus in constructing buildings, and I have thought that I'm gonna use the limit concept since it's the most essential part of calculus. Alright, so I've got here a template from Canva, and I am aiming to actually do good. Alright, but I think this is kind of off-putting, since the background here is kind of light. The next one is just kind of dark, so I don't know about that. Or I could use this template. I could add a building that I want and basic application, but I don't know. I think this is still good. I think we can edit its lightness. Let's see. If we need to make it a little bit paler. That's what I did. Oh, never mind. Not that pale. I mean, we can go with this. I'm totally fine with this. But for the font, I'm not sure if we want to use Lancelot. Limit is the most essential concept of calculus. Limit refers to a non-existent concept wherein values are going closer and closer to it but will never hit that number. It's just like an asymptote, right? So for example, if the limit is 2, then the values that we're allowed to get or to have is values that are values that are going closer to 2 but will never hit it. And so the limit is the most essential concept of calculus. Limit refers to a non-existent concept wherein it's an existent concept. Non-existent to a concept wherein values are going to be classified to name. But the limit is not existent. Rather, it is just kind of just a restriction for the values, and so it's not physically there, but it's kind of like an absolute law wherein limit is the most essential concept of calculus. Limit refers to a concept wherein values are going closer and closer to it but will never hit that number. It's just like an asymptote. For example, if the limit is 2, then the values that we're allowed to get or to have are the values that are going closer to 2 but will never hit it. But the limit is non-existent, or rather, it is kind of just a restriction for the values and so not physically there. It's kind of like an absolute law. The concept of limit has been used in various fields in the world, including engineering and chemistry. When it comes to the field of engineering, limit comes through various forms such as material limit, cost limit, construction limit, etc., which are important in determining a building's the safety of the building. Limit is the most essential concept of calculus. It refers to a concept wherein values are going closer and closer to it but will never hit that number. It's just like an asymptote. So for example, if the limit is 2, then the values that we're allowed to get or to have are the values that are going closer to 2 but will never hit it. The limit is non-existent. Rather, it is kind of just a restriction for the values, and so it is not physically there, but it's kind of like an absolute law. The concept of limit has been used in various fields in the world, including engineering and chemistry. When it comes to the field of engineering, limit comes through various forms such as material limit, cost limit, construction limit, etc., which are important in determining the safety of the building. It's a premium one. So a limit is the most essential concept of calculus. Let's do a real-life application of a limit. There. Miss Velen is the CEO of, let's say that we're on the, what era is the Greek philosophers era? What era is the Greek philosophers era? 6th century. Alright. Let's say that we're on the 6th century. Very, very ancient time. During this time, Gothic architecture was their Gothic architecture in 6th century? To the 16th century. Let's do it. Let's say you're in the 15th century. Very, very ancient. During this time, architecture is blooming. Architecture, what? Architecture. During this time, Gothic architecture is blooming. Miss Velen is, let's call her the head of the Western tribe, of the Western continent. And she wants Miss Velen is the head of the Western continent, and she wants to build a monastery, a huge monastery capable of handling around 40,000 people and magnitude 8 earthquakes. And so we have that. Oops, wrong spelling. And so we want Miss Velen is the head of the Western continent, and she wants to build a huge monastery capable of handling around 40,000 people and magnitude 8 earthquakes. The architects what? Architects. Tama naman ah. The architects. What is this yapping, bro? The architects has drawn three models for the monastery. Now they gave it to the engineers. Engineers was shocked. No. Gave it to the engineers and wondered why they sent. How do you spell sent? They seem descent. This word doesn't exist. Descent. Now they gave it to the engineers and wondered why the engineers was utterly confused, utterly shocked. The engineers was contemplating on the idea whether or not the monastery design can handle such population and disaster. Simply, the architects design was too aesthetically simply the architect's design was too aesthetically dependent and lacked the safety factors that are essentials when building something. The most important part in building is the construction and the design. The design must be able to meet the criteria for safety and road safety. The design must be able to meet the criteria for safety and let's say that we're on the 15th century, very ancient time. During this time, Gothic architecture is blooming. Miss Velen is the head of the Western continent and she wants to build a huge monastery capable of handling around 40,000 people and magnitude 8 earthquakes. The architect has drawn 3 models for the monastery. Now, they gave it to the engineers and wondered why the engineers were utterly shocked. The engineers was contemplating on the idea whether or not the monastery design can handle such population and disaster. Simply, the architect's design was too aesthetically dependent and lacked the safety factors that are essentials when building something. The most important part in building is the construction and the design. The design must be able to meet the criteria for safety and such na lang. Architects was just to recognize. And so the engineer came up with the plan. By reducing the buildings, the monastery, the design's supposed height, and improving by improving the materials that are going to be used. The safety factors that are required will be met. However, the engineer alone cannot determine the height limit for the monastery to be safe. That's why what the heck's happening? I like the idea of Mesuvele. That's why the engineer needs our help today. We're calculating the limit we can determine the height of the building that will be safety be safe. By calculating the limit, we can determine the height of the building that will be safe. Material was Gothic engineering was made of wood, stones, and pieces of glass. Okay, not the answer that I was looking for, but we get what we can get. Okay. Alright, so I'll just check on the stream for a bit. Okay.
What?
We get what we can get. So we've been live for around 29 minutes. That's good. Alright, so our problem is about the engineering. So let's say that we're on the 15th century, very, very ancient time. During this time, Gothic architecture is blooming. Miss Villain is the head of the Western continent, and she wants to build a huge monastery capable of handling around 40,000 people and magnitude 8 earthquakes. The architects has drawn 3 models for the monastery. Now, they gave it to the engineers and wondered why the engineers was utterly shocked. The engineers was contemplating on the idea whether or not the monastery design can handle such population and disaster. Simply, the architect's design was too aesthetically dependent and lacked the safety factors that are essential for the building of something. The most important part in building is the construction and the design. The design must be able to meet the criteria for safety and such, but the architect's design was just too reckless. And so, the engineer came up with a plan. By reducing the design's supposed height, and by improving the materials that are gonna be used, the safety factors that are required to be met. However, the engineer alone cannot determine the height limit for the monastery to be safe. That's why the engineer needs our help today. By calculating the limit, we can determine the height of the building that will be safe. Alright, pretty good problem, pretty solid. The idea is good, concise and clear. what if we change our thingy into this? So we must identify what we currently have. I like this better. Okay. So what we do here is we give a function. And alright, let's give a function. Let's give a limit. So let's see this say that the building's height later na lang. So the building height is f of b. So f of b, let's just say that this is the building height. Okay, this is the building height. This is equals to the limit of, I kinda wanna go with let's do a hard one. What about a transcendental function using trigonometry and logarithm? So maybe we can do zoom in a little bit more. Let's do tan log to the base of 7 to the say 2000, just maybe like the meters and such, 2000, and we divide it by no, what if we do this log log 2 times x 5. Let's make it a little bit lighter, so around 5 minus x. No, it's kind of complicated now. X fifth to the, let's see, minus 2 over sine of x plus the log x. Alright. This is good. This is a good problem. Alright, this is good enough. Tab 7. Right, this seems good. Let's say that building height. Oh, handwriting. Must carefully write. So we have around, say, come on. So we've already got a building height. Shoot. Oops. As X approaches to a 2000, so our goal here is to probably make a table wherein we try to look for the values, and then let's see if how do we know if it's more efficient? No, I guess this is fine. So log of 2000 raised to 5 is just it's 32,000 minus 2, 32,998 times 2 log, so they're gonna divide by log 7. Now we must make a problem, a thingy goal. Problem. What height does it take for the building be safe? So let X be, let's make it known. So the X is gonna be the safety ceiling. Alright, so X is the safety ceiling. Maximum safety ceiling. Find five heights. Five heights that are in the safety limit.
Hi, Beverly.
Hello.
Hi, Beverly.
Yeah. Ah, no, 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 no. I'll just decide. Yes. Yes. That's right. And sa sa trigonometry part, gagawing prof. Never mind. Huwag na lang siguro. Dito na lang. Never mind. All the results. So, lalagay ng stat 1. step 2. Just copy this real quick. So, yung step 2, wait. Wala. Step 2. Hold for the Y values. Step 3, from the values solve, see if it satisfies the requirements of the given height. It does. Values that can be on the height limit. Yan. You got a ridiculously hard given. The limit of tangent log base to 7 times 2 the x to the 5th minus 2 over sine of x plus log x. So let's go. Okay. So, gagawa tayo table. Siguro, ganito na lang yung gagawin natin. Let's just try to draw. So, our singing ano ba? Was the limit of something approaches to 2,000. Must be in feet. Meters na lang siguro. Meter. Ayun, now we've already defined it. And then we have the, so yung table 1 natin, let's just name it, what do we name it? Let's go with monster, say semi-bot. Table 1. Left side. Ayan, table 1 left side. So, this is another case of drawing. Siguro what we can do here is, but maybe 1 is too small. Let's do 3. I think 3 is viable. So X, and we also have Y. What the? Level X. So next, hanap tayo value that are lesser than 2,000. So let's say 1,250. And then 1,500. Then maybe, let's say 1,650. Tapos, pwede naman din 1,750. 1,750. 1,850. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Let's try to go with 1,900. 150. And humans breathe normally in 1,900 meter altitude. maybe that's okay. Tallest building size in meters. So the highest building is just 828 meters, yung Burj Khalifa. But Miss Velen is trying to be kind of ambitious. She wants it to be the architect wants it to be too theoretically it has to be 10,000 people yung so yung 828 meters is 10,000 people. Okay, I see. Alright, now we have this. Maybe we just go ahead and go with the table 2. Table 2, which is the right side. Okay, now we've got to draw. Right off the bat, we need to have an X and a Y, and let's see. Let's say 2,250, and then 2,500, $2,650, but then 2,750, and 2,050 there. average people. Yung- let's say that the average uh, people that a 1,000 million unfold is 20,000 people. Consider Miss Velen wants to how do we say this? Why do I have this? The problem's not making any sense right now. I'm trying to conceptualize it more. Okay, so the average people, let's read this again. Let's say that we're on the 15th century, very, very ancient time. During this time, Gothic architecture is blooming. Miss Velen is the head of the Western continent and she wants to build a huge monastery capable of handling around 40,000 people in magnitude 8 earthquake. The architects has drawn 3 models for the monastery. Now they give to the engineers and founders with the engineers is utterly shocked. The engineers was contemplating on the idea whether or not the monastery design can handle such population and disaster. Simply, the architect's design was too aesthetically dependent and lacked the safety factors that are essential when building something. The most important part in building is the construction and the design. The design was able to meet the criteria for safety and such. The design's architect was just too reckless, and so the engineers came up with a plan. By reducing the design's supposed height and by improving height. Now they gave it to the engineers. Right. That is the most important building is the construction design. A design must be able to meet the criteria for safety and such. What the architect's design was just reckless. And so the engineer came up with a plan by reducing the design's supposed height and by improving the materials that are gonna be used. The safety factors were required to be met. However, the engineers alone could not determine the height limit for the monastery to be safe. That's why engineers needs our help today. By calculating the limit, we can determine the height of the building that will be safe. Let's say that the people, let's say that the average people that a 1,000 meter building can hold is 20,000 people. This villain must hold 40,000 people. The height of the building must be at least 2,000 meters. However, the design limit to 2,000 meters can affect the actual quality of the area, so people in the higher side of the building may suffer many issues. That's why we must find 5 possible heights for the buildings to be safe. You just made an absurdly difficult um, equation. Um, oh my gosh. Oh man. It's too hard, but it's okay. We can do this. Oh my gosh. Oh man. It's too hard, but it's okay. We can do this. Um, from the values. Already got two viewers. Nice.
Review? Ano na yung exam?
Hindi na review.
Review?
Libre nga yun. Exam August po.
Assessment na.
Oo.
Ano yung kasi?
Ano man hapon man?
Nakasal ko na. Ini, try ko mga knowledge.
Wala pa, Gabriela. Ano, upcut ang una. Break.
Mm. Yung ano, mag-i-try sa siya. Nag-tensip. Tapi, paano ba na? Skip side na.
Ayan, so we have this. Okay, we now have, let's go to Desmos. Alright. Now we have this equation. So first, let's solve for this PEMDAS rule, parenthesis exponent. So we have 1 to 50 to the 5th power. 1 to 50 to the 5th power. Alright. We have minus 2. We get 3.05. Well, I really want the exact answer. So 1 to 50 to the 5th power. Let's just do it the simple way. No. So let's just copy this 3.051 7581. So this is our value, I guess. Wait, I forgot. Alright, 5. Now, it doesn't really make a difference if we put minus 2 here. But we'll just copy this. And then have, what is the log? We need to times 2 this pa. Oh my gosh. Times 2. Multiply it by 2. This is what we get. Alright. Then we get its log 7. Log to the base of 7 plus log of this. Yes, we get our real answer finally. Ayan, so log 7 to the log base to the 7 times to the 2, and this is basically it. And so we already times by 2. Now the answer is 0.05353534. So let's just go ahead and 0.05354. 0.05354. Right. Well, actually, yeah, we'll go with that. Next is we need to get the sign 1 to 50. Sign 1 to 50 is 0 point. Let's plus that with log to the base, then 1 to 50 is 3 point this thing. Now, actually, we're just gonna copy this na lang and then try to divide with this, and the answer is gonna be 0.06306. 0.063. Let's I have an idea. What if we let the y values become the probability of the safety? So if it's less than 1, so if it's greater than 1, then it means that the risk is accepted, while if it's less than 1, it refers to the risk being mitigated. So I think good shot. All right, let's see. Zero point 0.01634. Now we got first we have to do the manual since we're processing this. Now 120.5 minus 2, we already tackled that. We've got so just go with this. So we must really zoom it in. Direct na lang, direct. Log to the base of 7. 6.1035. 6.1035. Actually, I'm gonna check the UP portal if it's up na. I think it's 2025. Yeah, for the 2020. No, not this. There, yay! UPCAT 2025 is open na. Alright. The application is open na, but I will sign up later. My name is John Edward Ferrer, grade 11 student at San Sebastian College, Recoletos, Canlubang, Calamba Campus. 35, 15, 62, 62 times 10 to the 15th power. Alright, now we divide it with what's our answer here? Keeping it shingy. So let's see. 3.270558191. Now let's just get rid of this. Let's draw again. Equals tan of, what's our answer here? So 0.05354 divided by 0. 3.274556. Tama. 27056. Now let's simplify this further. We have, where is it? Oh my gosh, I forgot. We have yet to solve the tangent. Tangent of this log. We've missed the part. So it got more complicated. Alright, but then sure. I was too careless. We divide the quick. That's number 2 na. This is number 1. I forgot. Oh my gosh. But so far so good. So far so good naman. We've got, this is gonna be hard to write. 9.3438 1096 38 1096 to the 10 times negative 14. No. Wait, what? 96 pala. It's gonna be chaotic. But it's okay. I like this. I like this stuff. Nakaka-addict. Math is cool. But I'm not really good at math, but I'm still trying to learn. Because I haven't really paid attention to junior high school that much. I was burnt out. But, I changed in this grade 11. I started to really take academics seriously. And so, yeah. Divided by 3.27056. This is the answer. Oh my gosh.
It's like that.
Net.
Wala.
Okay. Did note E. This full precision calculator. How much is this? I don't really need Some E right now. Oh my gosh. Oh no. And then I have to solve all of this. Okay lang. This is fun. It's we've got not that. Tama ba? Oh yeah, that's it pala. The answer is Makamon upcut si Stephen si Kaiser na si Daniel.
Tinutog ka? Sa'yo sa
Ay, sa malita.
Ano yung
May bus ang school namin.
Hindi na pumunta?
Oo. May bus ang school.
Mabait sa school na?
Oo.
Nag-invite na sa school na?
Iyan naka San Sebastian kada year. So, ang San Sebastian. Oo, ang San Sebastian ang San Upcat? Hindi. Sa Intercoletos ba lang recall? Sa?
Ano mag-exam?
Upod ko kay Kaiser, kay Stephen, or kung kay Daniel, may van sila. Kung hindi,
Kailan na yun?
damo testing centers, meron pwede sa UP Los Baños, pwede sa iba nga hindi UP, pero meron mga test centers.
Kasi yun?
Ha? Kung hindi ko makaupod, pwede man lang ako makagrab, tas may lapit man guro din nga ano.
Misalnya ka, may upod ka, dan magapa sa exam procedure. And below. Science na ano? For English? Kaya nga
Hindi apot ka subject, math, science, reading comprehension, kag language proficiency.
may proficiency some na below ability ko like
Ano nga?
ipit ba lang like below ability ko
Ang rocky. Electricity. try on a vlog. Log to the base of 7 times 2 times 120, 1 to 50, 5, minus 2. Sin 1 to 50 plus log 1 to 50. No, don't tell me this is unsolvable. Oh shoot. No. Hala. Oh no. Don't tell me. She's unable to solve this. That means that this equation is impossible to solve. Alright, I tried to go over, but I'll try to fix it, guys. Okay, bye. See you later. If I fix it, I'll stream again. Bye.